Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, or wherever you're listening to me. Greetings to you. My name is Samuel Dominic Chukwu Emeka, aka Sam Dom for Peace. So some of you already know me, but if you don't know me, just call me Sam Dom for Peace. That's fine. And this is like a new YouTube channel that is focused mainly on exams, the tests or exams, whatever you might want to call it. So this is the first broadcast. This is actually the first broadcast in this channel. So you guys should let me know how it went when we are done with it. And this is to explain to provide verbal explanations, as well as demonstrate to you how to use the TI-Nspire calculator for your exams. So for today we are going to go into ACT. Those of you that are taking an ACT test, and I want to show you how to use the function there to find the LCM and the GCF. LCM is least common multiple. If you have fractions, then you can say least common denominator, LCD. And GCF is the greatest common factor. So we are going to go to the website already, and this is the website here, examsuccess.appspot.com. So https://examsuccess.appspot.com. So that's the website, examsuccess.appspot.com. So I've already solved these questions. So what we are going to do is to provide verbal explanations. That is the essence of this video. So this is the website here. We're gonna go right into it. So when you come to this website, I hope you guys can say it, examsuccess.appspot.com. You click, and later on I will talk about this website before the end of the video. By the end of the video, I will talk about the website. You click on exams, and these are the different exams that we hope to cover. If your exam is not here, and you want me to cover it, then just stay on. By the end of this video, I will talk more about the website. So you click on ACT, and these are the topics that we've done so far. So today we're gonna do this one, LCM and GCF, right here, this one. And I'll start from here. You can just go to numbers 1 to 20. So as you can see, this is the first question here, and this is the calculator solution. Now let me quickly say this advice about ACT. Okay, if you go to please read me, and this is for the classic ACT exam. I know the ACT is going to there's a new version that is coming out, but this is for the classic one. It's about 60 questions in 60 minutes. Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't know when the new one starts, so you can just read this later on. Just quick information: if you're taking the classic ACT exam, it is good you go over this information. Okay, I will show you how you can use your calculator to do this. Okay, now let me say this: sometimes, for some questions, it's better you just do it yourself rather than using the calculator, because with the classic ACT, it's about 1 minute per question. Okay, you shouldn't go over 1 minute for most questions. We will talk about that later on. If you're still taking the classic ACT, I can give you a lot of advice on it. So this shouldn't take you up to 1 minute. But if you think that it will take you up to 1 minute to solve, okay, finding LCM of 50, 30, 70, then you might want to just, if you're quick with the calculator, you know, if you're very quick with the calculator, you might want to just do it with the calculator. But let me start with doing it by hand, 50, 30, 70. And, you know, I kind of explained it here, but let me show you also how to do it here. So we are the first one, LCM of 50, 30, and 70. Okay, so just watch me as I do it. I'm going to get back to this. And of course, we have this method is known as the prime factorization method. Okay, 50, 30, 70. So we have a 50. Okay, so 50, you prime factorization, we have 2 and 25. So you start with the factors that are prime numbers. That is prime factorization method. Okay, find 2 factors of 50 such that one is a prime number, and you start with the smallest. 2 is a prime number, so that's why we say 2 and 25. Okay, so this 2 is already a prime number, so I'm going to circle it. I will be circling the prime numbers that are factors. That's what we mean by prime factors. So prime numbers that are factors are the prime numbers, are the prime factors. Okay, prime factors means prime numbers that are factors. So, like I said, you find 2 factors of the number such that one is a prime number. And any one that is a prime number means any factor that is a prime number is known as a prime factor. Prime factor. Prime factor. So, just circle it. Okay, prime factor is a factor that is a prime number. 25 is a composite. It is not a prime number. So we break it down more, and we have 5 and 5. We break it down more, and we have a 5 and 5. So 5 is a prime number, and 5 is a prime number. So this is for 50. Okay. And yes, I can do this within 1 minute, but I'm just explaining it. These are for those who need verbal explanation. Okay, because I have already solved it here. So you can see that 50 is 2 times 5 times 5. If you go here on the website, you see it's 2 times 5 times 5, 50 here. Okay. Let's get back to this. So the next one is 30, and the other one is 70. So for 30, 2 is a prime number, and 2 is also a factor of 30. So this will be 2 and 15. So I have 2 and 15. 15 is a composite. It's not a prime. I break this down again. This is 3 and 5. So some of you might write 5 and 3. I don't like to write it that way. It's good you do this in ascending order from least to greatest. Okay, if you're writing, write in ascending order, least to greatest. Okay, so this 50 here, you see that is 2 times 5 times 5. And then for the 30, we see that it is 2 times 3 times 5. Okay. Then the other one is 7a. 7a. So for 7a, we have 2 and 35. Okay. For 35, we have 5 and 7. So 7a is 2 times 5 times 7. As you can see it here. Now, with least common multiple, okay, it has to be common multiple. And I've done video on factors and multiples. So anything that is common, okay, we don't need to count it again. Is not, first of all, it has to be not just a multiple, but a common multiple. Common means is the numbers have it all together, or any two numbers have it together. Okay, we're not going to be counting something that is common more than one time. Okay, so this 2, 2, 2, I'm going to just count it one time. It's a common to all of them. This 5, 5, 5, I'm going to count it one time. 5, 5, 5. Okay. So then I have 5, 3, and 7. You know, I'll still count those, but I'm not going to count this 2 that is common. 2, 2, 2. I'll count it 3 times. No. So the least common multiple in this case is 2. I wish I count only one time. It's common times 5. Okay, 5, 5, 5. I count it only one time, and because this is going to be a multiple, so I will now include the remaining. Okay, 5 times 3 times 7. Okay, so that gives you this, and you know, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. 50 times 3 is 150. And 150 times 7 is 1050. Okay, 2 times 5, 10. 10 times 5, 50. 50 times 3, 150 times 7 is 1050. So 1050 here is the LCM. Now, but if I was to find the GCF, greatest common factor, so in this case, I'm only looking at only the common factors only. Common factor only. And not just the common factor, but the greatest common factor. Okay, so this will just be 2 times 5. Because 2 and 5 are only the common factors. 2 is a common factor, 5 is a common factor. Right? And I just do, but I want the greatest. I just don't want a common factor. I want the greatest common factor. And this gives us 10. Okay? So with least common multiple, it has to be a common multiple. Common means they have it. The numbers have it together. Yeah, you know, the numbers have a common. Like they both have, they both have it, or they all have it. Okay? You just don't count the common the number of times. Just count it only one time. Anything you see that is common, and then you count, and then you include other numbers. And if it is the greatest common factor, you're only looking at the common factors only that. All right, so let me show you how you can do this with your calculator. So that is how we got this. Okay, I know this question just says LCM. Yeah, that's how we got it, 1050. Okay. Now, number 2 here, look at number 2. What if we have variables instead of numbers? Okay, so here is, calculator is not everything. So that's why it's good to also know this very well, because the calculator is not everything. So let's go ahead and do this one, number 2. If you have only variables and you're asked to find the GCF or the LCM, okay? So, I hope this is a certain website. Okay, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna, they asked us here to find, if x and y are positive integers such that the greatest common factor of x squared, y squared, and xy cubed is 45, then which of the following could y equal? Okay, so we have x squared, y squared, and xy cubed. So the GCF of this is 45. Okay, so this is what I wrote now. I had to write this so before I switch over here. Live cam. So the GCF of this is 45. They are now asking us what is the value of y. So first of all, let's find the GCF of this. Okay, that's the first thing we should do. Find the GCF of this. So we have x squared, y squared is x times y times y. Yeah, so with variables, my advice is to write it out like this, like separate it. Okay, and then xy cube is x times y times y times y. That is your xy cube. So we're looking at the GCF, greatest common factor. Okay, so let's get the common factors. Common. Okay, common factor, x is the common factor, y is the common factor, y is the common factor. But they want the greatest common factor. So we multiply all the common factors. Okay, so this is x times y times y. And that is xy squared. So this means that xy squared is 45. And the question is, what could be y? What could be y? All right. So if we look at these options here, because this is a multiple choice test. If we look at the options here, remember we have y squared, okay, xy squared to be 45. So y could not be 45 because that would be 45 squared. It will not give us 45. That's not possible. Okay, y cannot be 15 either. 15 squared won't give us 45. 9, y cannot be 9. 9 squared will not give us 45. Now remember, we still have to multiply by x. Okay, 5. Can y be 5? 5 squared. So you now ask yourself, okay, if y is 5, 5 squared will be 25. And then x is a positive integer. Remember, they told you here, x and y are positive integers. Okay, that's what they said. X and y are positive integers. So if a y is 5, then 5 squared is 25. And then you ask yourself, is there any integer that you will multiply by 25 to give you 45? No. No. Okay, so it's not going to be 5. Then if y is 3, then 3 squared is 9. Is there any integer you can multiply by 9 to give you 45? Yes. So in that case, if y is 3, then x will be 5. Okay? So that is how you solve, that's how you solve this kind of question. Yeah. Now, with this now, can you solve this under a minute? Yes, you can, by process of elimination. I mean, if you look at if you look at ABC, you can tell it's not going to work. Yeah. The method is for you to know, okay, to get the GCF, and then you now do process of elimination. All right. Let's see if we have any other variable here that I've done. If not, for the word problems, we will do it in another video for the word problems. Okay. ACT asks this word problems a lot. Yeah. And then if you look at number 20 here, least common denominator of the 3 fractions. So this is just asking you what is the LCM of 15, 6, and 8. That's what it's asking you. What's the LCM of 15, 6, and 8? Okay, so you do it the way we've done it. All right, we're going to stop here. Let me quickly talk about this website. If what I'm teaching you, if you understand what I'm teaching you, okay, and it helps you, if you understand what I've solved for you, because I take time to solve this, and then I'll try to provide video explanations to read to some of the questions, not all the questions. I mean, if I provide video explanation to the basic question like I did today, then I expect you to be able to solve this. Okay, try it, and before you check the answer, yeah, please don't just look at the answer before you try it. Try it first before you look at my answer. Okay, if you understand what I've written and you pass this test, okay, whether you understand what I wrote, solved it, or what I explained, or both, and then you pass the test, please consider making a donation to this here, Cash App and PayPal. This website is not free. Agogo charges me for the hosting. So it's up, it's just a free will donation. It's not mandatory at all. Okay. Now let's get back to this site here. These are the exams that I'm working on as time demands. If your exam is not listed here, now mathematics is for general, just the questions students give me to solve generally, not depending on any exam. Okay. Students just ask me questions, say help them, and I just do it. Depending on time, like I said. If you're taking an exam and you're struggling with it and it is not listed here, okay, you can contact me. You can always contact me to let me know, hey, I have the past questions of this exam. Could you help me solve this? Because the essence is for you to pass your exams. I really want you to pass your exams. If you have any ones that are listed here and I've not put up your questions yet, okay, and you really want me to do this question real fast, you can also contact me and ask me. Okay, feel free to contact me and ask me to, to update any content you want to see updated. Yeah, but I update these contents based on time, as time demands. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something today. And will please try and subscribe, because this is where we'll be doing the live stream. And if you have any question during the live stream, you can also come and ask it here. You can type in the chat box. Okay, if you have any questions during the live stream. And I will also post this live stream. I'll also post it in my other sites as well. All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll post the video of the live stream, okay, in my other sites. So we have more to talk about, but at least this is it for now. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.